Ideas that pop. Pop artists found inspiration in daily life. On the surface, pop art is bright, colorful, and fun. But pop artists presented complex and serious ideas about the world through the subjects they featured and the techniques they used. For them, making art that appealed to the general public was a way to promote their work, their ideas, and themselves. Repetition and variation. For Andy Warhol, the subject of a work, the way he made it, and the way he displayed it were all connected. His 1962 Campbell Soup cans includes 32 canvases, each featuring a can of soup. People were used to one-of-a-kind artworks, but Warhol's repeated rows of soup cans looked mass-produced, like the products they represented. The artist painted each canvas by hand, and then added variation by featuring labels for 32 different kinds of soup. The labels reflect the abundance of choices a shopper would see in a large grocery store. Warhol knew that the way he presented the work could emphasize his idea. He hung the canvases on the gallery wall in a grid and installed a horizontal shelf beneath each row. This display made Warhol's painted soup cans look similar to real soup cans on a shelf in the store. By showing them this way, Warhol points to a culture fueled by mass consumption. Artistic appropriation. One day in the early 1960s, New York artist Roy Lichtenstein and his young son were looking at a Mickey Mouse book. His son said, "I bet you can't paint as good as that, eh, Dad?" Lichtenstein accepted his son's challenge. He appropriated, borrowed and reinterpreted, an image from the Disney book for a painting. Look, Mickey is slightly different from the original illustration. Lichtenstein unifies the color palette and simplifies the background, but he also incorporates details that appear in the original. For example, he uses outlines to define the shape and the scene. Lichtenstein also includes the original speech balloon in the upper left corner. By painting famous cartoon characters on a large canvas, 4 feet tall and more than 5 feet wide, the artist grabs the viewer's attention. Lichtenstein elevates an illustration from a children's book to the level of high art, inviting viewers to think about what qualifies as art and why. Hard edge composition. When she was a child, Rosalind Drexler adored her coloring books. She liked outlining the pictures in contrasting colors and enjoyed staying within the lines. Drexler creates the same type of controlled composition that you might find in a coloring book in her 1964 Chubby Checker. The artist attached photos from magazines and newspapers to a canvas and then painted over them with geometric shapes and flat colors. Today, experts call work in this style hard-edge compositions. Drexler uses images from popular culture to explore entertainment. The repeated figure on the right in the 1960s pop singer Chubby Checker. His song The Twist was the biggest hit of the 60s. This collage is a nod to pop music and popular entertainment. With eye-catching colors and a crisp, clean composition, the work also looks like a flashy image from the advertisement or an album cover.